Hey fellow fighters, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, episode 86, Upgraded Shield. Question for you guys, should I make bronze spears for the Res Archive? Have you guys decided that? Maybe I will just keep adding to my grain nutrition by making more bread. It's too bad you can't just like throw any fuel source into the wood oven. Because I have a lot of other, like, random wood that would be nice to just dump in there to burn, like you can in a campfire. And while you guys vote on whether or not I bother with the bronze spears, I'll make myself a spare knife. There we go. Is there anything else I need? I don't really need a shovel or pick. I have hammers. I don't need chisels. So yeah, I was thinking of like putting 2 ingots in there, but I really don't need to. So, I'm not gonna bother. Emerald, thank you for the resub. Back to lurking? Alright, well, enjoy lurking. Thanks for dropping a resub. All the same. Fuel's topped up. It is 13th of February. Oh, it's particularly cold right now. Also, it's interesting that I happen to be like on the edge of 2 chunks right here. As you can see, the rainfall in this area changes depending where I'm standing within my base. Lukiwa for the resub too. Well, thank you, thank you. So the Res Archive is somewhere yonder. Beyond that island, of course. Oh my god, there it is. The Resonance Archive. Soon. Alright, my bread oven is probably preheated. It's been for a while. And it looks like you guys want me to make some bronze spears for the RA. So I've got a copper one on me, which at this point I should phase out. So in terms of spears, why bronze? Is because it doesn't get better than bronze, right? Like, it tops out at like black bronze. There's no such thing as iron spears or steel spears for like balancing reasons. I don't have the ability to make black bronze. I don't think. Because black bronze requires silver and gold, which I just don't have enough nuggets of. I have 1 nugget of silver and 0 of gold. So, I will be making tin bronze spears. And for that, I think I need to go get, go mine copper. No, not spears with a Z. Oh my god. Sleep deprivation is real bad. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Flax bread, not very filling. So this is going to be a little knife. Oh, I thought I grabbed my... Where'd the hammer go? Oh, it's in slot 1. Because that's where my spears usually are. Oh, multitasking. I would not want my knife to break in the Resonance Archives, because most of the loot I get, or a lot of the loot I get from the Resonance Archives is going to be through skinning the enemies that I kill. So if that broke, that'd be a problem. I mean, I could, like, run out of the Res Archives and make, like, a flint knife or something, but flint knives break so frequently, it's be a pain. Alright, so that's done. Let's just double check. So I have 1 tin bronze ingot. I could break the copper into bits, but it's easy enough just to mine copper. So I have, I've got a little... I have enough cassiterite, so I really just need copper. Yeah. So let's go mine copper for spears after I grab meals, because I'm almost out of food in my inventory. Is there really copper, like, in my own backyard? I guess I could double check. I, like, marked it, so there must be. I would have deleted the mark otherwise. And my hit points are going up. I have 1.5 more hit points than before due to nutrition. Oh, good. I don't even need to cook. Wait, what the hell? Anyone see a problem with this? 1, I forgot to put my hammer away. But 2, I had 3 bowls. I right-clicked 3 times on the cooking pot, and one of my bowls is just missing. Oh, no, I put it in the fire pit. How? I don't. Oh, you know what? I have red meat. Let's use up some red meat. Okay, that's done. So we're cooking up meals for next time. And I marked down that there was copper right over here. Did I lie to my... Did my past self lie to my current self? Granite. Well, let's check. Pro pick, what do you say? Is there copper here? Trace amounts. Maybe it's deeper. There's also zinc. Interesting. Oh, yeah. There's a cave down here. Okay, let's grab the lantern then. Did I find copper? I forget. At some point I was obviously down here because this is player dug caves. Still trace amounts of copper? Trying to figure out where I got the reed from. Oh, so I placed packed dirt here. Is copper around here? I might not bother with this. I feel like I'm just like going deeper into the rabbit hole looking for stuff that my past self knew where it was, but my current self does not. So let's get out of this pit before I get really lost. Yeah, I'm at the zinc mine from like a long time ago. I'll just look. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in there. I'll go to a different spot because I don't think I'm going to find copper easily here. So instead, that's pretty close by. Oh, that's right next to my iron mine. I don't want that. Because that's not going to be surface copper either. Plus the iron mine is really hilly, so it's probably going to be annoying. Here. What time is it in game? It's probably worth going to sleep just to advance the time so that my steel batch is done sooner. And then I'll look for copper tomorrow in daylight. Delete the marker? Yes. Should remember to put the hammer away too. Yeah, in this run, if you're wondering, I like rushed iron. I basically got a bare minimum amount of bronze to go straight for iron. I mean, teach their own, different strategies and all. Wakey, wakey. 5 in the morning. Whoa! How much wind do we got right now? Pretty good amount. Alright. 50%. So we started at about a quarter done. And in the last hour, I got 25% of it. And I feel like if we keep going to sleep, I'm probably going to have steel soonish. I'm going to swing by the kitchen, top up my 3 food bowls, and then go grab that copper I wanted. I'll just put my axe in slot 1 so it stops getting random stuff. Yeah, it's very windy. I've neglected my farm a little bit. There's a bunch of mature turnips, so maybe after I get the copper, I'll tend the farm again, because there's tons of turnips just like chilling here. So in terms of strikes, the Falx does like 5.3 hit points per strike. And the spears, when thrown, do 4 or 7.5 piercing when thrown. So the tin bronze spears, throwing a whole bunch of tin bronze spears in rapid succession, does more damage than even a steel Falx. So it's and also it has, because it's the thrown weapon, it has longer range. So that's why it's like meta as a result. Because if you can throw a bunch of spears at once and then pick them up and throw a bunch and pick them up, it's a pretty effective way to take down big targets like bears or bosses. Can crops rot if not harvested in time? Ooh. Good question. I don't know. I don't think I've ever let them rot. Ooh, a shell. Problem is, some of those questions, like, require you to make mistakes that I just, like, don't ever make. So, I just don't know. I think they can die if cold, if they succumb to cold if you leave them too long. But I don't know about rot. Okay, this is poor copper, but whatever. Way to humble brag? Me, or? Oh, yeah, I don't think you're speaking to me. Maybe you are. It's not a humble brag, it's like, I've just never left them long. I've been too hungry. I've never had such abundance that I can just leave crops to rot. That sounds like a luxury to me. But I do know that if you leave them in there, they can die to cold, even when fully matured. Which would not be so good. Well, despite being a poor vein, it does seem to have a lot of copper. Sometimes these surface veins are like very few blocks of copper, and this one has like 50 or so. Maybe more. Which is plenty for the spears we need. Does the direction of the windmill matter? No. The wind pushes windmill blades omnidirectionally. Because I know it looks like the wind is going east-west and my windmill blades face like north-south or something like that. But no, it doesn't matter. At least not in this current patch. If it ever matters in the future, at least for right now at 1.203, it does not. Wow, I got a lot of copper from this. We're up to like 80 nuggets or something. Which I'm used to getting like 20. So even though it's poor quality, ooh, it is plentiful poor. Yeah, maybe they'll add that when they add sailboat mechanics. True. Yeah, right now, wind direction isn't a thing. It's a visual thing only. It's a graphics thing, but it's not it doesn't matter beyond graphics. But that might change because there's talks about fully or further developing sailing so that wind direction matters. Wait, where did I come in from? Where's my entry point? I mean, I could dig a new one, but how am I... Where did I... What? Oh, up there. All right, done. Delete the copper and heading back. What's the better use for what rich soil? You can use high fertility soil, I think is what you mean. You can use high fertility soil in making terra preta. Because terra preta can be made with compost or high fertility soil. And it's slightly cheaper to make it with high fertility soil. So that's probably what I would do with it. But even without making terra preta, if you don't have a lot of compost, high fertility soil is just really nice, full stop. Because once you start fertilizing it, it gains a higher base maximum for whatever fertilizers you're using. That's really the kicker, is medium fertility only goes up to 50%. So if you plant something that uses like potassium, you basically leach all the potassium out of the soil as it grows, meaning as it's maturing, it goes slower and slower and slower because there's less potassium in the soil. Whereas with high fertility soil or terra preta, there isn't that. There's so much nutrients in the soil that it doesn't. The amount that it leaches is far less of a factor. Okay. Yep, we have plenty of copper now. Let's go with maybe 4 spear. So if I want to make a tin bronze spear, I need the spearhead, which is, I think, only from ingot smithing. Because there's no, I don't believe there's a mold. Not that I would do one anyway. Axe, pickaxe, shovel, hammer, lamellae. No, okay, yeah, there's no mold. So, tin bronze is 8% tin, as low as 8% tin. All right. So what is that, like 32? Oh, no, but that's units. Oh, and also that's not tin. Okay. 8, 10. So this makes 500 units. So I want about 400 units of tin. So I need 18 or 20 times 4 minus 8 of copper. So 72 copper is my target. Perfect. And that still leaves me with like a lot of tin bronze, because I have a lot of cassiterite left. So we'll preheat this with peat and fire it up. Oh, wow. That was almost perfectly fulfilling. So I might, just to save on inventory space, put my knife away. I have so many meteoric iron falxes. I overestimated the need for them, I think. I'm just gonna put a falx here. I could lean it against the wall, yeah. Or the Falks, too. Maybe I'll just lean it. I'll lean both of them, like I'm, you know, some sort of assassin or something, ready to fight. Alright, that's hot. Add some coal. And we'll get that melted down, turned into ingots, and then reheated and smashed into spearheads. And the spearheads recipe is really easy, right? It's just spear plus stick. Or spearhead plus stick. It's not more complicated than that. I think for the Res Archive run, I am not going to bother with bow and arrow. I'm going to do without. I don't think I want / need it, so. Too bad dual wielding is a thing. Yeah. Although even if it was, I'd probably still want a shield. Oh, speaking of which, should I chat, should I make a metal shield? And I'll explain before I put up the poll the advantages. So currently I have an oak shield, which has a 6% HP damage absorbed when blocked, and 4 HP damage absorbed when blocked for melee. And if I made a metal shield, where is the shield? Oh my god. Like, Meteoric Iron Shield. It has a higher HP blocked. It would take a lot of materials, but it would be a little bit better. So, if you think it's worth my time, the poll's above my head. So as you can see, it has a higher HP absorption, and it has a higher durability, but durability is not too much of a concern, because I haven't broken my shields yet, so. I have 12 meteoric iron ingots, and that is, I believe, enough to make a meteoric iron shield. And the difference between a meteoric iron shield and a steel shield is just durability, if I'm not mistaken. So this is like 10 and 5. And if I look up steel shield, the only difference between, yeah, 10 and 5. The only difference between meteoric iron shield and steel shield is like a slight durability boost. So there's almost no disadvantage to using meteoric iron for a metal shield, a full metal shield. It's just about as good as a steel one, so you might as well save yourself the manufacturing cost of making steel by just doing a meteoric iron one instead. And ultimately, it's just like metal shield versus wood shields. So even, I believe, a tin bronze metal shield would be the same absorption stats as like a meteoric iron shield, just less durability. And I'll confirm that too. I can have you guys decide on the material that I use. The reason I picked out meteoric iron is I just have a big stack of it. But if I did a tin bronze shield, as you can see, it's a 10 and 5 with lower durability. So the metal shields are just better absorption than the wood shields, in other words. And it looks like a yes. So I am going to start work on make a meteoric iron shield. So for the parts for that, I need 2 plates. So let's get 4 of these heated for the 2 plates. And then I'll do the hoop and boss afterwards. We have a lot of wind right now, so that's why making the plates right now makes sense, because high wind is a great time to do forging. We're 54% complete, and black coal could be topped up a bit. And the tin bronze ingots are still cooling so that I can make the spears. So I guess I'll add that to priority 2. So we're going all out with basically max defense. Well, I don't have plate mail, but everything's short of plate mail. I wouldn't want plate mail anyway, because when you wear a full set of plate mail, you literally cannot heal. Which is, kind of a bit of a disadvantage unless you're multiplayer. The reason why it's not a disadvantage if you're multiplayer is like one player can draw aggro while the other one heals, so that it's possible to heal in combat. But on single player, you can't share aggro with someone else, so full plate stopping you from healing would be a big old problem. And this is what I mean here. So like a plate helmet has a healing effectiveness 33%, armor 33%, leg 33%. You mix all three together and you can't heal anymore. Which is a bit of a downer. So then afterwards I'll make the hoop and the boss, put them all together, and have a meteoric iron shield. Fancy, fancy. Hey, D-Sagan. Thank you for the resub. You were watching the last Frostborn stream, you just hopped on? Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching both. Is this, what, 80%? No, not even. 50, 40? It's still hitting hard. Works for me. And it's 3 p.m. in the game, so maybe what I'll try to do is, after I make the weapons, tend the farm and go to sleep to advance time again. What I'm trying to do is advance time as often as I can so that I get the steel ASAP so that I can actually venture to the Res Archives today. Having done the Res Archives in the past, I will want to be a bit of a loot completionist to get as many gears as I can, but I don't necessarily have to spend a ton of time with the story. How many ingots are required for the hoop and boss? Do you guys know off the top of your head? Let me look at the wiki. 1 ingot each. Boss is 2 ingots, 1 for hot. Okay, let's see. The shield. Wow, it's really not telling me. Hoop. Alright, the wiki doesn't say either. Well, I'll just be surprised. And the tin bronze here is ready to become spear tips. So we'll do the boss first. This looks like 1 ingot worth. It's a kind of a complicated shape, though, given that it's like floating. It's been a while since I made one of these, so... Come on, let me up. No, I don't want to stand on it. Oh wait, it's supposed to have metal in the middle. Ooh, I shouldn't have split. That's okay. There's still plenty of material to get done. Alright, then I just trim the bottom. I think. Alright, there's the boss. And here's the hoop. Oh god. Yes, this is the nightmare smithing. It's like the worst thing recipe-wise that you can make. It's alright, I'll survive it. And I intentionally do not have my replacement hammer in my hand, so that when it breaks, I don't, like, accidentally split. Because when you break a hammer, and I've mentioned this a lot, but when you break a hammer, it defaults to the split function. So when you're working on something sensitive, you really shouldn't have a backup hammer in your inventory, because it will default to split, and you might not hold your swing in time, meaning you can screw up your project. Been there, done that. Feel like I'm converting the durability of my hammer into the durability of my shield. Which is sort of true. Now, what am I down to? 57? Oh, okay. It's not as low as I thought. And before I go any further, let's get these ingots. Actually, they're cold. I might just go to sleep, given the hour of the day, before picking up the work tomorrow. Ow. At least it's not a fatal mistake. Up. Because if it's on the edge, you can always nudge it. Done. This hammer is probably going to get retired. X-Ray Trek, thank you for the resub. Because it's about to break, but it's kind of nice to just have a hammer for decoration. There we go. That's my decorative hammer. Don't worry, I know that the hoop and boss has not been picked up. Just putting some coal down there first. Yeah, shields last so long. I haven't done... I've been using the same shield since, like, I made my first shield. Which is why it's an easy pattern to forget. Because it's like, oh, I've been using the same thing this whole time. Ow, those are still hot. Ow, ow, ow. Damn it. I didn't know that. They've been sitting there for like an hour, but, you know, it is a big hunk of metal. Alright, so meteoric iron shield. Is... no, not that pattern. I'm making a full metal shield. Alright. Is hoop, boss, plate, plate. Done. So here's the difference. Durability doesn't go up by a lot. It went from... this oak shield was 405 to 540. But the HP absorption is a lot higher. Which is... the reason why I opted for it. There. Now it's like a dwarf, right? We have like a Night Elf Assassin and a dwarf. Gear-wise. For gear sets. Alright, time for some sleeps. It's Valentine's Day in-game. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 13th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.